Hey. Hey.
It works.
Okay, okay, okay.
We did it. We did the thing.
Alright, 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 alright.
Meh. 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 I don't think we need any more explanation of the deck, frankly.
No, we talked about the list a lot yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. And the last week or two or three, however long we've been playing it.
Alright, let's hit it. Hit it and then quit it, I guess. Hit it and shit it.
Proper way to do it, yes.
Hit it and split it.
A logger's paradise.
What kind of logs are you going after?
The Blumpkin, right?
A fucking bear.
Yes.
So refined with its
Potion.
probable health potion.
Possible gin. It could be a pissed off gin. We'll see.
Yeah, but it's the D&D set, right?
Yeah, yeah. They did a Fortnite secret lair.
Gross.
I know. I saw it and I was like, I'm so old.
I'm
don't
really
understand
happy
this
that there has
garbage.
been nothing about the recent secret layers that's appealed to me at all. Those used to be dangerous, and now every time I see them, I'm like, Zodiac basic lands? That's a big pass. Everything. Oh, that's cards.
Spell lands right in order on curve.
Yeah, I love it when you get these two together.
Right.
You just know what it's going to be.
It's gonna be a good day. That's what it's gonna be.
See, we don't have a 1-drop, so I like misleading people into thinking we're mono red.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know how much it. See, like.
They are
Right. Like, it's a mirror match. And then, surprise, motherfucker. Not that that changed any of their decisions, but, you know, fuck it.
Yeah. But getting to curve Fable into Sorin feels pretty good in a mono red matchup.
Yeah, nice to just grab the one of Sorin just like that. All right, what are you playing behind it?
Robber. Nope, play with fire. Okay.
Quave. All right.
Well, that's a thing.
Yeah, I think it's maybe that thing.
Yeah, the thing that's incredibly hard to deal with. I'm in for that. That also just straight up keeps Kamano out in check, and we. Oh, I thought we were just gonna get our Bloodtithe for the life.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we could have.
If we lose by 1 point, damn it. Kamano
But
again.
we still have the main deck. We care about graveyard shit.
Takanuma.
We have Takanuma, we've got
Kroxa,
and we've got Kolgan's Command. I think we just take it.
Yeah.
He's already doing a great job of just holding back Kumano. Hey, that'll just fucking solve everything.
Double spell.
Yup.
Love that. I love that for us.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably just smoke this fucker now, rather than let him attack with it. I guess we could see if they want to play a robber.
I was gonna say I'd pause before their attack step to make sure, but I'd swing with Graveyard here and gain the life and hit him for 3 because that's 4 points of damage and the race is on, baby.
We don't need to race though. We win the long game. This holds that back. We don't want to trade that because this gives us mana advantage.
Okay. Well, back we go then.
Yeah.
You can ship it all on me.
No attacks. We can wait. Maybe they'll give us a juicier target.
Yeah, 3/3 robber would be a juicier target. Sometimes that happens. Just 3/3 burning trees all day, huh? Alrighty. You got it.
A little weenie. Okay, okay.
Alright. So if they smoke the Trespasser...
They are... Wow.
Not doing that. Okay.
That last card must be pretty good. Oh,
Lightning
it's just a... Okay.
Why are they... Okay. Why not? So we hope they swing with one Emissary, because then we can smoke the other one and snack at Chandra, forcing a block?
Yeah.
I think we just take that, too. Gots to kill the Shandi, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is whether we push it.
Oh, I'm pushing the one that's staying back so I can swing with the 3/3 at them without their ability to do much about it. But, nope. Oh,
What? Oh.
that was...
Probably these.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're 1 mana off, but...
Well, this old thing. We'll just kill all this shit.
Yeah. Time to gain some life.
Block. Block, you coward.
Alright.
I think we just pass back. It's either that or... do we soar in minus? Or because then they're going to kill it.
Well, how?
We could... Huh?
How are they gonna... I mean, they can kill the Storm, but the 2/3 lifelinker, they have 2 2/2s that can't swing through the 2/3 lifelinker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they get...
They're going to trade, like, a 2/2 for a Sorin if we play Sorin.
We'll get to keep the lifelinker, though, which will be able to swing through a Chandra with impunity and give us life every turn. And it soaks up 6 points of damage. That's my reasoning on it.
We can do it that way.
Basically, I'm just trying to buy enough time to get Fable and Trespasser online, because that duo beats this deck by itself almost. Especially when we can just top deck removal spells almost every other turn, with how much we have packed into this. Perfect. See, if I was them there, I would want... Okay, so they had the land. Now they get to go Den. They're not going
But
Den.
they're not doing it.
Okay.
Okay, they are.
Perfect. What you gonna do? Because now they have just kind of a Sophie's choice here. What are you gonna swing at? So if you don't swing enough at Sorin, we get to keep it and make another 2/3. And if they...
Oh!
Yeah, I was wondering.
Okay.
Trade out for... I guess we don't trade out.
No.
We just block a 2/2.
Yeah, we're not going to die right now.
And they didn't play a spell, so that Graveyard Trespasser flips.
Yup.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Hot.
So
that dies.
that dies.
For sure. How many creatures are in the graveyard? Well, we can add to that.
Definitely.
At least get this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And...
We can get our Bloodtithe out of our grave. I think our life needs to go up more than we need Kroxa for later.
yeah, at this point we do that.
So graveyard over at Chandra and the 2/3 at the Dome.
Definitely that. This might chill, because they still have that.
Which we'll be able to push, but we want to keep the 2/2 at bay to keep Sorin online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Long-term Sorin beats are a good thing.
Yeah.
Multiple creatures.
Fair enough.
Blockers, damage, wham. Okay.
Now, do we minus the Sorin here, given that they have Ramunap runes?
No, I think we plus it, because they're going to try and attack us again.
Okay.
And maybe we get a land, or maybe we get like a fatal push. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we'll take 1 damage to kill the 2/2.
Yep. Perf. Out of here.
Flips our Graveyard Trespasser back, but that's still fine.
That's okay. They're not going to play anything, probably. Just
Right.
attack us with that.
Activate it, you coward. Gonna love fatal pushing that. Yeah. Does it feel like you lost? It should. Scoop phase. There we go.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't draw any of those.
Drew the Fatal Push is not the Thoughtseize. Good when you draw the
Good
right half of your
job, deck.
Right?
Let's see. That's not super important here. Kroxa's very good in this matchup.
Really? Okay. I've not really thought about it much, to be honest with you.
It has 6 toughness.
Ah.
And they don't have fatal pushes.
So we love Vraska's Contempt here, too.
Yeah, VC is solid. I think the rest of what's in this deck is good against them. So what do we get? 5 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, VC is great. That's awesome. That's pretty fucking good. That's amazing. That's amazing. Perfect. This would be, I mean, like, I would bring it in, but we have nothing else to take out, and this looks great.
Do you want Angrass Rampage or the Bedevil, or neither?
No, not Rampage, because the sorcery speed is going to keep us from being able to, like, get the artifact we want to get. And
how do you feel about the Angrath Planeswalker versus the Bedevil in terms of mana efficiency against an aggro deck? Noting Bedevil can get Chandra. I'm back and forth on that one. But I don't know. Like the deck has a pretty nice curve at this point.
It does, and we got a lot of stuff at 3, actually. So I'm inclined to go this way, because look at all this shit.
Fair enough.
It's like 13 3s that we're at right now. So we're going to wind up casting a lot of them late in the game.
Yeah.
Might as well go for the high-impact shit.
Okay.
Besides, it would be kind of cool to steal...
Annex.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does feel good when you sack and get a creature at the end of it, too. Ooh, I like it. Picasso.
Seems decent.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old Shatterskull turn 1, 5 turn 2. Yeah.
Probably. Let's see what we draw. Because this is a deck where we might want to play this.
Okay.
And we now have 3 lands, so if we draw them at a reasonable clip...
We'll be there.
This will be a very... And look, we got the Chandra to go with it.
Alright, they don't have the busted opener. That's good.
And we have that shit. I'm in favor of just using all the mana all the time.
Yeah, in this matchup in particular, I like having a Tenacious that sits there and forces them to interact with it. Mm-hmm. We'll be able to get Fatal Push online next turn if we need to. Sure. We'll take our 5.
How is that not exiled? Is that combat damage? Creature dealt...
Huh.
Seems like a mistake.
I think that's a glitch.
Seems like... Okay, let's see here.
Blood Crypt tap?
Yep, everything costs a bunch of mana.
And we're just going to Fatal Push a Soul Scar probably. So.
Probably. Let's see what we get.
Yeah.
They might give us a sexier target.
Okay, we got to do a pre-cleave, right?
Yes.
None of that nonsense. We're not getting beat by the most broken card in mono red. Not
No.
like that.
Nope. No, sir. All right.
Chandra down?
Yep. Chandra kill things. Spend your turn killing Chandra. We play another one. Haha, fuck you.
Unless they get a Den of the Bugbear. That's the...
Yeah, if they get the land so they can like dome us for 3 and throw the 1/1 at that usually lines up nicely.
Didn't get the land. Got the Whirler. Okay. Well, Chandra rides again.
Yep. Let's go, girl.
Yeah. Still a pretty good position here. Yep, they get the den. Okay. Annoying, but not terrible. Question kind of becomes, do we want the Fable next turn, or do we just want to hold up Vraska's Contempt for them?
Let's see what we draw.
Now we do
Now
the
it's Fable. Yep.
Now it's 100% Fable. Do we keep Shatterskull in hand?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got Gabo.
Because if they go to play a creature, this is going to kill both of them. Okay, it's dead. It's gone. And then you play that?
After combat, right?
We don't fatal push those.
The Bone Crushers?
No, the 1/1s.
Do we fatal push the Bone Crusher?
Oh, we Shatter Skull both of them.
Do we have? We don't have enough to hit both. We need one more.
We will when we draw land. Otherwise, we can just... Ooh.
That's sexier.
Ooh. I don't want to discard any of it either.
We can just keep it, yeah.
Yeah, these are all great.
Meat hooking feels pretty good here. It's not amazing because of the Den of the Bugbear. Actually, that's almost an argument for Shatter Skull untapped to get Fatal Push online, but...
That's
3
taking...
points versus 4.
Right.
It's 3 versus 4, and they waste to turn the other way, so yeah, it's probably just this. Plus, we'll have Fabled flip next turn.
And we're now incidentally gaining life.
Right.
Very nice, very nice. Do it. Do it, you coward. Just more things for me to kill.
Also great.
Yep. That'll do. That'll do just fine.
More incidental life gain. God, this has got to feel so rough for mono red with all the life gain we just have built into this list.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, that's part of how this list got designed, was after playing this matchup like 5 to 10 times and going, okay, we need more life gain.
Just shitloads of random life gain.
Right.
Okay, you got your Chain Whirler. You've whirled chains. You gonna shock that or something?
If so, do we push the Whirler then?
Oh, probably.
And then we can smack the Trespasser with Vraska's Contempt still up.
Attackers, probably nothing. Die, motherfucker, die. Hey, look, we gain more life. Okay, so we attack for sure.
Yeah. And I think we're just holding after this swing.
Yep.
Flipping Graveyard's also a big deal.
I guess we could blow the Strangle on that. I'd rather just wait a turn.
I mean, if they play Chain Whirler, that's going to feel real dumb for us, right?
Right.
And we can still VC it if they have an Embercleave and they push it on there. Meanwhile, they're only...
Ooh.
Well, that'll get the VC. Cool.
Let's let them attack first and get their hopes up. Pass to blockers.
It's like, if you pass all the way and we take 3, god damn it.
No, I just want to get their hopes up.
The misclick that costs 2 points. I think we'd win either way. Oh,
it's looking good, yeah.
Graveyard gains us a bunch of life again. Feels good.
Yep, we have solidly pulled away from anything resembling the danger zone here.
And they're on a 1-turn clock after this.
Next to blockers, next to damage. Still not worth blowing the removal.
Nah. Not yet. They may just scoop them up pretty fast here anyway. Definitely a glitch by Wizards from what I can tell in that Tenacious Underdog beat.
Yeah, that should not be available to us.
Right.
I don't think it's going to matter in this game.
Abrade it on our turn?
Yeah, might as well.
Then I think we just win. Or if we don't win, we at least put them in a position they really don't want to be in. One in which they can Embercleave 1/1s and we don't care that much.
Well, we finally have something to do with that Shatter Skull smashing.
There is that.
Just get out of here, creatures. Oh, that value.
Where'd that scoop phase at? Low? Even more life.
Right?
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Ending this game on double digits.
After being at 4 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back, bring it back. Yeah.
This is a thing that happens.
And
I don't know if we have anything.
we have a Tenacious that shouldn't be there.
Why not?
It gets Xaxes.
Why not?
Sorry.
See you, low.
You should have had one more turn, but I don't think it would have mattered.
Would not have mattered.
Still have the Strangle and a Hive going for the next one.
And if you kill our creature, you lose a life.
Also that.
So they can never kill one of our creatures ever again.
That also has to die.
Right. There's no way for them to win. Oh, onward.
32, what is that? No, that's 33 and 7 in the first 40 matches with this deck now. A little over 80% on that win rate.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. Oh man, good old Rakdos Mid.
I feel like it needs a new name now that mid is like a word, you know?
Oh, now that mid does not...
Right, now that mid is a word that people use for like mediocre.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. What's a good name? What, can we go back to the era where we had really creative, interesting names?
Oh, fuck, it's Machine Head.
Ah.
It is Machine Head.
It is. It is.
Machine Head predates Jund. It's this exact kind of plan. It's a black-red deck that's grindy, has a lot of options,
Right.
and kind of pieces its plan together game by game. It's Machine Head. That's going back to the 90s,
Yeah.
when you used to play Void.
Oh my god, it's been a long time since Void.
Yeah.
What a fun card that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. I think we got to put this down tapped.
Yeah. Dare not risk 3 life pointlessly. Well, if they're mono-red, I feel pretty good about this matchup. If they're blue-eye control, oof. Alright. Come on, deck. We need exactly 1 more land to get this engine up and running. 3 is the magic number.
It would not break my spirit if we didn't draw it for a turn or two, though, because we've got a lot of interaction.
Yeah, as long as they're playing stuff, absolutely. Looks like it's a mirror, and they're just waiting. Which, alright.
All right. Back to you, Tom.
Up against Espectral. What are they up to? Yay!
Bingo.
There we go. Bingo, bango, trespassing, tango.
All right, do something about it.
Get your braids out, kids.
Man,
Heartless acts? I don't know.
we got quite a grip of action here.
Right? All the fun things.
Need another black to be fully online. Well, I guess we need 2 more lands to be fully online, technically, but
Alright.
that's a great trade every time.
Yeah, we'll take the 2 for 1.
There goes the spell that could have killed that Glorybringer.
Yep.
Yep.
Could have 1 for 1. There's the Shandi, which we can tag out with Strangle and a Bone Crusher.
Yep.
That feels good. 1.5 for 1.
So it's like while one person strangles Chandra, the other one just kicks her.
Yes, this is an old-fashioned
Yeah.
gangsterhood beatdown
This
right
is
here.
definitely happening on the streets of New Capenna. This is like some Luca Brasi shit, you know? where what's his name, like stabs him through the hand, and the other guy comes and garrotes him. Oh, you fucking fuck. God damn it.
Kind of need a lot of land right now. Don't have it.
Well,
so-
we sure have a trespasser.
Yeah. Yeah. we have that. It feels rough when they exert and get a 1 for 1 basically, but...
No, it still has ward.
Right, but it's basically a 1 for 1 because they just have to discard the card. And the exert doesn't cost them anything more than a turn. Although they're not doing that. Okay, they think they're just winning.
I support what they're doing here. Just racing us is the way.
Yeah, that's a pretty good race. Okay.
Possibly a little too late there.
I think we have to abrade the Bone Crusher and then gain life back on Trespasser.
Yep, that's about how it's got to be.
And we keep Fatal Push for their Den of the Bugbear so they don't get to win. Yeah.
And then probably deploy the famous defensive Glorybringer.
Oh no, we can swing and exert to kill the other one.
No, it's non-dragon.
What? Son of a...
Yep. I have lost enough times that I remember that shit. I remember that shit.
I was gonna say I do not. That is.
I did the losing for the both of us for that lesson. Okay, no den. So I mean, yeah, there's the one black up.
Well, that's gonna have to die. Minus it, you coward.
That would be a mistake. What a mistake. You fool. Alright.
Do they have the fatal push for our graveyard trespasser? No? Okay.
And we lose.
Think so? Is there any way to gain enough life to stay in it?
We've got to gain
2 life. We can't.
We can't.
Okay.
Alright, that's game 1.
Welcome to the mirror. Sometimes you just don't hit enough lands, even with 24.5 in the deck.
Yeah. Shit happens. Hook. Not great. Everything else kicks ass. I believe we want one of those. I don't remember how this version of the sideboard lines up. I just gotta go through. Yeah, we want the Anger. We want Liliana. We want the Abrade.
I think we want the Bedevil still.
We probably do.
Need some clean answers to Glairebringers and Walkers.
Okay.
Which Vraska's Contempt is also.
Go blank, and we'll take that VC.
So the question I have for you, you used to be a proponent of keeping Kroxa in the mirror. What changed?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about doing it. I just took it out for right now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was something in particular.
I wanted to like bring in all the sexy cards, like take out everything I was thinking about taking out, and then bring in all the sexy cards, and then be like, okay, is this correct?
Sure.
But no, we don't need 2 go blanks.
Okay.
I just try different shit from time to time.
No, I'm with it. I just wasn't sure what the back and forth was mentally. That's why I asked.
Mm-hmm.
And unlicensed Hearse, we like that. We don't like that in this kind of a matchup.
I don't like it. A lot of times people keep in their K commands, and it just gives them value for their K command.
Sure.
There's enough incidental graveyard stuff, and we are maxed out on hives, so we tend to just get rid of their graveyards anyway. And we got that go blank as well.
Yeah, 9 ways to interact with their grave seems like a good deal. All right, let's see if we can win them on the back end. Spectral with the mirror.
Almost all of my match wins are in game 3.
Fair. Yeah. I don't love this, but Thoughtseizing us is pointless, which I do kind of like.
So same logic, keeping this in the grip, because if we draw a normal amount of land, we'll probably wind up casting it. Although that changes things just a little.
Yeah, I'd be a bigger fan of deploying it
I like
now.
deploying it now. We don't have a 2-drop.
And we do have a 6-drop.
Yep. As soon as that 6-drop shows up, the math changes.
Right? And that's how fast it goes in these matchups.
Yeah. Just clean that fucker right up.
Yeah, at this point, we're just killing things till we hit Lily. Which, as long as we draw 2 more lands, we will have a removal spell per turn till Lily comes online.
I'd love it if they just, like, drop the Graveyard Trespasser so we can 1-for-1 murk it with Anger. Oh, wow, nothing.
Well,
damn.
Chandra, right?
Fuck yeah, Chandra.
Gives us the ability to get a turn 5 Lily if it's unanswered.
Yep.
And unless they have Bedevil in hand right now, they're not answering it on our turn.
Shock you. Okay. Looks like it's gonna die.
No, blood token.
Ah. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Fatal Push Chandra, right?
Yes. Play the dumb things. Watch us plus for Lily.
Okay, so I'm Unless they like Thoughtseize us and take it right now, we're going to game 3. Oh wow, even better.
Yeah, we can. So if we do this right, oh, we don't have enough black mana. Oh, but we have Strangle.
We do.
Nice. This feels filthy.
That one Strangle is so good so often. At this point, if I was going to cut a 1-mana removal spell, I would probably cut Fatal Push number 4 before I cut Strangle number 1.
Right. Yeah, even Glorybringer's not enough to clear out this board for them. And we are about to have so much value.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Gonna kill the 2/2 and give us a card? Like, please, please, be our guest. Start killing our creatures.
Well, that's a sorcery speed ability.
Which is?
Bloodtithe.
No. I mean, they were looking at the 2/2. I saw them do the little hover where it lights up, and I'm like, oh, buddy. Espectral, I don't think you understand.
Good
game. Yeah,
exactly.
You're not getting through the double block.
Exactly, mon frere.
Okay, so that felt really good because we thought and talked about Lily a lot and how good it was, and wow, was that fucking potent.
Yep, get going just a bit bigger. That's what I've been noticing about this deck is like that's just been the call lately. It's just every few days the curve goes up a little. You know, we got our 25th land hanging out in there. We started bringing up the 5 drops, and now we've got a 6 drop in the mix.
I've noticed that we've become far less reliant on the grave. At this point, there's 1 Kroxa and there's 2 Tenacious Underdogs, and that's it for our graveyard commitment.
Takenuma. But
okay.
yeah, there's hardly shit that cares about the graveyard, which is, you know, another fine thing because people side in shit like this against you all the time, and it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, the graveyard it's just a resource. This isn't a graveyard deck. This is just a deck making use of everything it can.
Well, I like the fact that we have Takenuma, Kroxa, and 2 T-Dogs because it forces people to think.
T-Dog.
Yeah.
God damn it. Why have I not been calling it that this whole fucking time? T-Dog. Fuck yeah, T-Dog. I'm sorry, go on.
So having those 4 just forces people to overcommit in a lot of instances. Like, we can't let Kroxa come out. We've got to play, you know, like blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And T-Dog just keeps on adding to that. So it's nice to force them to overcommit and then take advantage of it. Fun strategy. I'm good with this build for game 3.
The only thing I'm contemplating is dropping the Go Blank for a Plague Crafter so that on the draw we can 1-for-1 their Graveyard Trespasser.
100% agree.
Yep. Go Blank is something I tend to prefer on the play.
Yeah. Especially in the mirror, yes.
Sometimes I'll keep it on the draw, but I didn't see a specific reason here. And also, this build is a little different. We made some changes lately, so it's kind of one of those, you got to start questioning your heuristics and the choices you always make.
Right. Short on red mana, which is rough. Other than that, the hand's great. It just is short on red mana.
This is really close.
Yeah. It is, because the first 4 cards on a mold to 5 would be amazing on it. You know what I mean? So if you mold a 6...
I think we keep it.
I do 2 on the draw.
There's a shitload of red sources. There's like 17-ish red sources.
There's a ton. We expect double red, so we only need to hit 1.
We only need to hit 1 for now.
And we need to hit a 3rd land regardless. And even if the 3rd land isn't a red source... Basically, as long as we hit any 3rd land, we're on Graveyard Trespasser. We're in the game at least.
And again, this is you can fucking whiff.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to figure out what to discard here. I mean,
a Braid or Glorybringer?
Probably a Braid.
Yeah. It's definitely the weakest of them.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
Now misclick it black and you're
You know, once the pathway goes black. Get the fuck out of here.
So do we hit our own Fable here?
Yeah, because if we drew another land, I would say probably Trespasser, but we need this to get us mana.
We need to hit our lands, yeah.
Look at our hand.
Yeah, it's packed with action. We need to get to it.
I would be happy on upkeep to discard this.
Yeah.
And we'll see what else we draw.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as we get the Kroxa before it pops on out of that graveyard, we'll be fine. That's the one. But we have Trespasser. They didn't discard anything. So
what are they going to do? They're going to, like, Thoughtseize us and fucking take Trespasser?
Right.
I mean, maybe, but...
Sorin the Worthless.
Sorin's not bad. Sorin's not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we need to discard? Probably the...
We're not going to have time for this. Although,
well,
they'll kill it, but this is all good.
We kind of will, though, because if we swing with the 2/2, we have enough to play Bloodtithe and Graveyard.
Yes, you're right.
That's a shitload of pressure.
Yes, you're right. And that's better than playing a Glorybringer that doesn't attack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, step one, let's combat. Fuck you, buddy.
I also like having the Bloodtithe, because if they don't kill it, we kill their Kiki with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually we just have to do. Like, this sets up an anger to kind of blow us out, but...
Yeah, kind of.
They still have to lose their Kiki to do it.
These are all sort of low value.
And also, we just have to hit one land to get Glorybringer online and one more to get Lily, which is an amazing curve, and this is a ton of pressure. So, I like where this sets us up for very live top decks. We've only got a few top decks. Two. We have 2 top decks that are bad at this point, which is another Glorybringer or Angrath, because we don't have 5 lands yet.
Yep.
But that's it.
That's it. Yeah, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Which Haymaker don't you want to see? Because both of them are fucking coming. I think you have to take the Glorybringer, but...
The Liliana's so scary, though.
Yeah, right?
So scary.
It will get things moving quickly.
All of a sudden you go into suicide combat because it's just amazing.
Right.
Everything dies. I draw 3. Oh, okay. Yep, Glorybringer. Makes sense.
I think that is the right call. Ultimately, you've got to...
Cross your fingers and try and get another Thoughtseize.
And hope we brick.
Yep. Sorin to try and get another Thoughtseize.
Got a land. Okay.
That's a fine thing to get with Sorin. Still disagree with Castle Locthwain in this deck 100% of the time.
Yes. You do not have a lot of ways to keep it from coming into play tapped, and you don't want to be losing life like that.
There's just better shit to do.
Yeah.
There's just better shit to do with this mana base than be playing that. Although, I would perhaps consider one if we were to try and go to like 26 land. You know, and we're trying to think of like, well, what kind of spell... See, they keep in K command. I mean, they got our thing here, but that's usually wrong.
Yeah. It could pay some dividends from here. Well, not amazing dividends. So we get to smack at Sorin.
Yep.
Which seems pretty good. Because either they lose their Kiki or they lose their Sorin. And my guess is they're losing Sorin. Really? Okay, cool. In for that trade. I'm playing the Bloodtithe.
Yeah, I was just thinking through what they've shown us with discard, and this being a game 3, they probably also have Mind Rots.
Yeah, if they have Go Blanks, we want them to
And
do
they
that.
kept in their Thoughtseizes.
A lot of people do that in the mirror. It's kind of wild to me.
You know, I tried it just to, again, to test the heuristics, but I definitely still believe it's the wrong thing to do.
Well, this puts them into a weird position. If they have an Anger, they probably win this game, but if they don't have an Anger here or a Meat Hook, I feel pretty good about our positioning. Fatal Push is a good start. They get to deploy a lot of threats here.
They've used their life total as quite a resource this game, too. We haven't really put pressure on them, but they put pressure on themselves.
Yeah, how many cards do we have in our graveyard? Are we at the point where we can start exiling with Trespasser, or are we still waiting on Kroxa potentially?
We got 5.
Okay.
So I think that becomes a decision that we have to evaluate every single turn.
Right. So do they do Fable and push the Harvester? Because if they don't push the Harvester, big problem. Yeah. So they get to do that, they get to have the Fable, but we are going to get to kill Sorin. And we're ahead enough on... Do they have that too? Wow.
Okay.
Okay, but we get to kill Sorin.
Yep.
And then some. We have enough to do that. We do both modes because we have the treasure token, right?
Or do we hold it so that we can kill the creature?
I'd rather put the pressure on and kill the Sorin.
Yeah, their life total being what it is, I support that. Come on.
And at this point, I'm exiling our creatures, probably.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We now have more than enough stuff in our graveyard for a Kroxa.
And this will push it to lethal next turn. Yeah,
Yep.
If they want to play Fable, any removal spell off the top for us is game, basically.
Yep, and we get to look at 3 cards if we want.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a good top deck on their part.
That's kind of funny.
Well,
We don't want it.
no, I think we're pulling that back. Because if we can find any other removal spell that's 3 mana, it's pretty amazing here. Well, not that either. If we can find Bone Crusher or Push, we can really fuck them here.
There we go.
Yeah. Now they have to lose their thing.
And they don't get any of ours.
Yep.
Blood continuing to be powerful.
Very.
And we just put a bunch of shit in the graveyard yet again.
Yep. So they go to 3. They get to look at up to 3 cards this turn. And they have a Den of the Bugbear. It's going to be a tight one.
They can do a defensive den. That lets us... That flips Trespasser.
Yes. Potentially. Probably. I think we've got them in enough of a weird spot that we have a very good shot at this game.
Oh, we've got an amazing shot at this game.
But it depends entirely on...
Look at all the
cards.
stuff that they kept in. They kept in all those discard cards.
Mm.
You do shit like that. There's not the room for your incidental life gain. They kept in their K commands. Yeah.
All right.
That was just a fine example, in my opinion, of the sideboarding going wrong and them losing from it, because we were at a disadvantage for mana the entire game.
Right.
And yeah, they were able to use Thoughtseize to pick really powerful cards out of our hand. They were able to use K command to get our last card, but it just kind of didn't matter because we got to still keep top decking and we got to keep deploying our cards to take more of theirs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Thoughtseize in the mirror, definitely not something I would want to do. There's just too many cards that matter. You know what I mean? Thoughtseize is at its peak when there are specific things you can't allow to happen. In the mirror, everything's value. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, there's just that problem of you top deck it when you get to the top deck war.
All right.
And then the only thing that can bail you out at that point is a Fable that just lets you discard it.
Or blood tokens, I guess.
Right.
But either way, then you're spending it on that instead of having something you need. And the 2 life...
Driplord.
Nice. Driplord, we see you. Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We have 2, 3, 4, and lands. I'm in for this. And it just keeps getting a little bit better. All right, Driplord. We doing the mirror?
It's hard to imagine that we wouldn't be.
We doing the mirror. Thank you, Pathway, for giving us the ability to bone crush that stupid thing. Yeah.
So that's the question. We could, or we could Thoughtseize, although that puts us down 5.
Yeah. I like running it this way, typically. Okay.
Yes.
This feels nice. Haunted? I think it's
Could
still...
be that, and then Thoughtseize, because then we... Yeah, as long as...
We're not going to need the talk anymore, I don't think.
Probably not.
Okay, so... Fable?
Yeah.
Fable. Definitely Fable.
Yeah.
You can crush if you want to, but Kroxa ain't gonna matter to me at all. I'll just dump a hive and not care.
Yeah. 3-0s.
Which is perfect, because they're short on lands, and we get to Chandra? Off attacky.
Chandra...
And then just,
It's incredibly unlikely we could be punished for that, yeah. Incredibly unlikely that we could be punished for that.
and then the engine's online, baby.
Yeah. If they don't kill the Chandra, we basically win the game.
Yeah. They're very behind on lands. These Kroxas, they were counting on dumping to Fable.
This is a gambit I'm very comfortable with.
Okay.
That's about the thing you could have, yeah. And I'm still comfortable.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That was a 2-for-1. Which is usually just what Chandra does. Chandra tends to be a 2-for-1 in its best use.
Trespass in life?
Yeah. They've got a Kroxa in the graveyard, too.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
And then, yeah. So now they have to do the fatal push after blooding away Kroxa. Yeah, they know what's up.
It's over. It's over.
Let's move to the board, Driplord.
To the drip board.
To the drip board, Driplord. Let's do it.
Alphavita Zane.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. That's still fine, yeah.
So long, farewell.
Again, saw no artifacts, so K command out. And we are on the draw, so we like the Plague Crafter. We like that. That's hot. Not bad. Just give us stuff.
I think that's
Thoughtzeize. That's it. That's the drip.
For the Lord. Dripping for them lords.
Damn, I fucking love this deck.
It's a work of art, man.
Yeah.
You don't get to say that all that often in this game until you get to a very high level of play. Because the low level is just you play whatever you want, you get wrecked by people who net deck. That's the mid level is just net decking, and then the high level is tuning the shit out of it and winning on the margins, which is what you see the pros do. And that's what I always loved about watching Pro Tour coverage back in the day, is you got to see the best version of those net deck lists.
That's a fine hand.
Oh yeah.
A fine hand. We got 3 creature lands, and we've got the redundant 2-drops to allow us to like 1, 2, 3 those and just feel great about it.
I think we should have played the Den of the Bugbear just to throw them.
Just to fuck with them.
We're mono red.
Do they have a shock?
We're mono red, I promise.
Ooh.
How spicy do you want to get with it?
I want to get spicy. I want to just pass.
Let's get spicy.
They're probably going to deploy another creature here. Fuck.
Not quite, it turns out. That's okay. That's okay. With your fucking harvester.
I really disagree with that card.
Oh, they're short on lands again. That's what happened.
Ah. Well, there's a harvester for their harvester. Harvester of Sorrow.
You can harvest if you want to.
The Harvester of Sorrow is a Metallica song from the End Justice for All record.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
And I mean, if we just trade harvesters here and they don't hit the land drop into a creature, Sorin takes the game over again.
Yep.
Another 4-mana walker that just goes, don't care, long hair, here we go.
Is it time to bleed? Do you bleed?
You will. Rar. Okay, so they hit their land drop finally.
The fucked up thing is that's how Batman also tries to ask if they're, like, of age.
Is it Sorin Plus? I'm assuming they have a fatal push, right?
Probably.
Haste isn't exactly rampant.
They don't have any cards under that. They could make it a 1/1. That wouldn't be enough.
And then we get to Glory Bring.
Yeah, I like going up here. Show me a land. That'll do.
Basically a land, but actually better in this context.
Yep, that'll do just fine. Pay 1 life for a fatal push, no problemo. And I guess this also gives us another chance to cash in on Anger of the Gods.
Mm-hmm. Make them overextend into the board, which I very much like doing. Like, ideally, they just play Graveyard Trespasser, we giggle, blow their board, and keep bumping.
That is the best possible thing that could happen right here, is they trespass.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it, you coward. Oh, that's fine, too.
Yeah, we'll take the value on that.
Absolutely acceptable. 10 for 10 would smash.
It also brings up the awkward point of whether or not they want to start unlicensed hearsing their own grave with Kroxa in it.
Right. Right.
How close are we to that being a problem? What do they have in the grave? Because they get to discard 2.
2 cards.
4. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
We could just hive it this turn. That seems reasonable, because it's not like we're going to get our money's worth out of this. Oh, but we're wanting to sweep, of course.
Plus Sorin.
Yeah. First things first.
I'm the realist. Sure.
We could just leave it there and not take 3.
Your call. I'm good either way.
I'm leaving it. We've got a ton of shit in our hand.
Okay.
Alright. Step 1. Fuck you. Schlump.
That's all of the steps.
Step 2, Fatal Push, whatever you try and do to Sorin.
Yeah. You can make it a 2-2, but if you do that, you don't get a 3-3 to go after Sorin. But you know we have Fatal Push, so I'm kind of assuming.
Right. Another Sophie's pickle here.
Sophie keeps getting in them pickles. A lot of Kroxa. Okay. Well, hiving is...
It's about time to start dealing with that, yeah.
Going to be interesting. Really, we just want a Trespasser. We might get one soon. We'll see. We're ahead on the board state, which I like.
We're quite ahead. And we've got a Glory Bringer to clean up that reflection of Kiki Jiki when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And opponent is... yeah, that's awkward.
They didn't have the Glory Bringer. That was what would have been interesting. Do we blood away the Blood Crypt?
I'm into that.
I don't know if it's worth it to keep that for Fatal Push for later, but I want to try to get to a Graveyard Trespass.
We have lots of ways to activate. Besides, we have another one of these anyway.
Right. What you thinking about, buddy?
Try and exile some shit out of a graveyard or something?
Activate the den. Do it.
Lose connection. Alright.
Still bumping, or are we starting to go down on Sorin?
No, we still go up. We don't want to lose.
That one might be worth it because of Kiki coming in next turn.
Yeah, I agree.
Red?
Yeah, we've got all the black.
So, Fable plus Bone Crush plus Fatal Push?
Fable, for sure. Yeah, I think so.
That should keep everything nice and protected.
Yeah, well under control. Well under control.
And if they'd had the Glory Bringer, they'd have fucking played it. So unless they top deck one here, we Gucci on that front.
I am really confused by that.
We are seeing the power of the Unlicensed Tourist on their end to a degree, though, just sitting there slowly ticking up.
It hasn't done anything yet, though.
Dump the swamp, I guess?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, they're getting close to Kroxa. It's a little concerning. So the idea is whether or not we want, if we go to a game 3, our Unlicensed Tourist in, since they're keeping in 2 Kroxas.
I don't think so.
Okay. I wasn't sure on that versus Plague Crafter as the last slot for curve consideration as well.
No, if we go to game 3, we'll be on the play, and then we drop out the Plague Crafter for the Mind Rot that exiles the graveyard.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Now, the part of making all this shit work is just picking this stuff up incidentally and not committing entire cards to a problem.
Mm.
And again, that would be a mistake to bring this in because they keep playing K Command. And at this point, I'm having difficulty believing that they only have one.
Okay.
Get out of here. Fuckface.
So they're keeping Hive at bay. That's their plan, so that they can get Kroxa up and running. But we can deal with one Kroxa. We're getting enough cards off Sorin that Fatal Push does a pretty good job.
What are they doing now?
Debating whether to blow up their own Kiki to counter the Bone Crusher, maybe.
I would love that.
I guess it's gonna happen. That didn't
Wow, that's gonna look really awkward later.
hit a Glorybringer. That sure didn't hit a Glorybringer.
Yep.
How are we at the point where we... I think we discard the den. We have lilies and shit in the deck.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time to have four. Oh, right.
That seems like a good move, right?
Yeah. After we see what's going on.
Don't be Lily.
Or it could be Lily, and we just leave it there, knowing that we're gonna draw it and have mana for it.
Be a land. Be a fatal push, actually.
Driplord gotta think all the time. Reveal that.
I'm in for that.
Yeah. Well, 2 life. Sure. Fuck it. Fuck it.
If they Kroxa, we just discard our Kroxa. Is my thought.
Yep, we discard our Kroxa, we fatal push their Kroxa, then we reanimate our Kroxa. Well, no, they got their whole thing. But whatevs.
Go ahead and license her your own shit. Do it.
Yep.
Is it just the one, though? It would be so funny if they misclicked and got the
Right.
other one instead. We still want the Harvester out, right? Because we can keep Fatal Push up even with Harvester.
Yeah. Yeah. Language of the mad.
Alright. Feels spicy.
Good position. Good position. Does this just put things in my graveyard? So
Yeah.
it appears.
Yeah, this is we need Kroxa next turn vibes, which fine by me. We'll just push it and move on. I mean,
Push it and then
Probably
trespass it.
push it, trespass it, probably chump the Harvester to an unlicensed her swinging.
Sure.
I guess we have to wait on the push until we see what they do for combat with the hearse.
Resolve.
Because when we discard Kroxa, if they're smart, they keep the hearse ready for it.
Yeah. If they were going to attack with Hearse, that'd be insane. I would love it if they attacked with Hearse, because we would just
Right,
immediately Kroxa on our turn.
There we go. Yeah, they see the writing on the wall there. Okay. No, unless one of the last two cards is Fatal Push here, we're in a pretty good spot.
Pass to attackers. Come on, bring it, pussy.
Alrighty then. But we are seeing how scary Hearse can be here at 7 already.
Maybe. Still doesn't strike me as concerned, because they need to put resources into it.
There's the push. But they lose everything to do it.
How much did it cost? Oh boy, it's almost time to do the most busted things with this. Alright, now we start doing that.
Yeah, we just need to keep shit at bay for a moment while we swing with Glorybringers and stuff. Do we... Okay. I was debating whether to blood, but...
Nah. We don't have anything to do with it, unless it's a 1 mana thing.
There we go. Yeah, they blew all of their removal, killing that graveyard trespasser.
Yep.
Which I think was wrong anyway, because, like, I get the point. You want to keep your Kroxa, but also that Kroxa is probably not going to be what wins that game.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, yeah, look, go back to this. What did that really wind up doing?
Well, if they had... I mean, in the end, it kept a clock on us that forced us to sit around with Fatal Push.
Not really.
Interesting.
We just needed to account for it as long as they had threats to put into it. But we still have creature lands that can chump it. We have all kinds of shit that we can do to it.
Yeah.
It's a resource that you have to put other resources into. It didn't really limit any of our plays. It closed off certain options, like being able to Kroxa, but we had other things to do anyway. And usually that'll be the case with all these creature lands.
Mm. Fair point. Fair point. So we're sitting at, what, 3-0 now? Mirror, Mirror, and whatever we played round 1, which I can't even remember at the moment. Mono Red.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. I'd love to play Mono Red again. That matchup always feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Onward, the slaughter.
Can we hit that beautiful 5-0?
For sure. Will we is the question. But we've demonstrated that we can.
Well, I'm just curious what the win rate of this is going to be by the time we... Olivander. Nice Harry Potter reference. I'm curious what the win rate is when we hit 50 matches, right? Because I feel like that's a very large sample size for matches.
It is, but, you know, the metagame shifts over that period of time. This deck shifts over that period of time. We're not really comparing apples to apples but by the time we're comparing game 1 to 50. This is a keeper, of course.
Yeah, we're on the draw. On the play, this is a little sketchier, but we get 3 draws to hit 1 land. And that's pretty good in a deck like this.
I would probably still keep this on the play, actually.
Yeah? I think we're going to hit another mirror here. Well, if we win 3 consecutive mirror matches, I think we can officially say we understand them. You know what I mean?
I haven't lost a mirror match in quite a while.
Fable?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that's luck, but this deck is incredibly prepared for the mirror.
Yeah. Alright, deck. That 3rd land, though.
Watch it, they're going to bone crush us. Stupid.
Now we get to abrade it.
Yep. See, that's now if there's like a Kiki Jiki that goes out of control or a token or whatever, that's why.
Yeah, and if we get the land into a graveyard trespasser and they go Chandra minus, they're going to blow their entire hand to kill that. Didn't quite happen, but still.
Still fine. And if they Chandra minus, then we can strangle Chandra, crack the blood, find a land if we don't draw it naturally.
Yeah, the meat hook can go away probably in that scenario. So, unless they go plus for mana into a Bone Crusher, I feel just fine. There we go.
Yep. That exact series of events. Goodbye, Chandra.
Goodbye, hook of meat.
Goodbye, meat hooker.
Alright, 5 draws. Still no land. Alright. It's a little awkward at this point, but it's still not damning.
Well, we're at 14. We've got a shitload of cards. If we can hit a couple of lands, we'll be in great shape. Yeah. Actually, if we can hit 1, we'll get Fable, and Fable will probably get us more.
Alright, so they're going to push the tempo pretty hard here. I think we Fable.
Yeah, we Fable.
We can hopefully block the 3-2 and take 3 from the Hive. And we're still very much in this. A little bit of flooding on their end. That helps.
That's pretty good.
They might get this one on tempo. Then again, I think
we are still playing.
I think we have to, yeah, both. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. See. Let's see. More black. We've got 2 reds already. And this is Graveyard Trespasser Fatal Push time, I think.
We can hold the push till they activate the Hive, though, right?
Yeah.
Because then as long as we trade it with the Giant, we only take 3. We get a Chandra, we blow out their last creature, and we have a Kiki on board.
Mm-hmm.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. As long as they don't peel some bomb that takes them over the top in the near future, we're probably doing all right.
There we go.
Fine, just fine. Get out, get out, get out! Go to your room.
Bone Crush it is.
A fair trade indeed.
And there's the series of events we were hoping for. Alright. They don't have any more manlands. And this is 2 different engines coming online here.
A Glorybringer would completely blow us out. But that's about what it's going to take right here.
Yeah.
That won't do it.
Ooh. 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 Yeah. We do it for mana so we can play both, right?
So we can play both and do the ability, yeah.
Yeah. Whew. We do blood. No. It's got to be blood first. We kill the underdog and exile it.
Yep. Auto pay, fine. Chunk.
Yeah, this feels good.
Party time, excellent, Wayne's World.
This.
See ya.
It's moments like this that feel so filthy with this deck. And they're just sitting there like, I'll blitz it, I'll fucking blitz it. Like, no, you won't.
Okay, again, remember the Bone Crusher they threw at our face?
Right. Right
Talking
here.
about like they don't have a Kiki Jiki they can answer? Yeah. We're at 8. Sure, they did more damage because of that. They probably got in like 8 damage because of that, but it's about to not matter.
Yeah. And now they're sitting there probably with, Fatal Push. A removal spell in hand like...
Bombs only from here is what they've got a chance with, and that's not enough.
No, we can just copy Bloodtithe and kill it with whatever we draw off the top and keep moving. Yep.
Sure, that's a great trade.
Then of the Bugbear for your Graveyard Trespasser. In. Olivander.
Yep.
That's how this one goes.
Yup. Okay. Same old song and dance.
Man, I wish we could play Eminem on the stream.
A fine song. I can't believe we used to play that at parties. And
people were fine with it.
Right, yeah.
Different era, man.
Different era. Let's see. We're on the draw, so we want to play Crafter.
I don't remember anyone ever even bitching about it, too. Like, everybody's like, yeah, cool.
All right, in fairness, how much do you remember?
Of Eminem?
I mean, of those parties.
Not much. Most of the 20s are a blur. A beautiful blur that I'm happy happened.
Having fun before the world just completely shit down its own leg.
Right. We got to party in the last golden age, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. It was very much like an orgy at Pompeii.
Right. Oh, man. See, and this is why I love that Shatter Skull. You were so right. We needed... Oh, well, that worked out anyway, but...
Yep.
But it allowed us to keep this hand with confidence, which I like that. And knowing we're going to hit 4 lands here is also a pretty big deal. See, people keep boarding this in the mirror. I am curious if it matters.
Doesn't right now.
Doesn't right now.
And it just took a card out of their hand that isn't going to be able to interact with anything we're doing right now.
Yeah. Given that we only leave in the Kroxa for our grave and attack a Numa that we almost always play as a land. Yeah. And there's the Bone Crush, except it kind of time walks them here, and they miss their 3rd land, and we get to Fable. Like, if they don't present much after that, we're on to a much bigger game plan than they can interact with. I do love the Strangle here for the ability to Chandra plus Strangle.
Yep.
That one of has been so good.
The Strangle, I would not cut it. It's an incredibly handy one of. I wouldn't want a second one. I could see a world in which I might play a second one in the sideboard, although at that point, like, a Braid is almost always the call anyway. Discard Shatter Skull, maybe?
It's Shatter Skull or nothing, because everything else is what we want.
Probably Shatter Skull, because that's going to be 6 mana to kill a couple 2-drops. We might get there, but
well, if we
also have all this other shit going on.
Hold one sec. If we discard Shatter Skull, we have a scenario where they can activate the Hearse, potentially block and flip Shatter Skull under it to make it a 2/2. So are we trying to give Hearse more gas right now?
I'm not sure that matters a whole lot, but I'm starting to lean towards just keep it because we have the Chandra.
There is that. Yeah.
And we could get away with doing the big dumb broken thing.
We really could actually next turn, yeah. Because we get to Chandra here. No.
Yeah, we kill this, we attack, we get treasure, then we Chandra and plus.
No, if we Chandra plus for mana, we get to Strangle and then keep the treasure for next turn, and then we have a shitload of mana for a Shatter Skull or a Glorybringer and possibly Sorin in the same turn. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
The difference
8,
is we're
9.
trading a treasure for 2 damage to opponent. I'd rather have a treasure. I'm with you on that.
I was going to say, but we get Sorin and Glorybringer next turn if they don't fuck with us.
Well, it's the same story. Chandra's going up no matter what.
Right. But
the question is whether we have a treasure.
And the treasure gets us to 9 mana next turn.
Yeah.
Spicy. So behind on mana. There we go. Yeah, a turn in which you get to, what is it? That's turn 5 Glorybringer plus Sorin. If they don't fuck with the Fable or the Chandra. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's the filthiest thing we've done with this deck if that's what happens.
Good thing they've got that
Unlicensed.
unlicensed doing the Lord's work.
All right, point made.
Like, if it was a fucking Doomblade, it would be better for them.
Yeah.
It's just, it's too slow. If you're going to play a card that's like that slow, put in Liliana.
Yeah.
Put in a 5-drop. Put in, because that doesn't matter until the end of the game. Why not play something big and splashy?
It doesn't help that we are going to keep, everybody keeps 4 pushes in, and that is pushable.
Mm-hmm. And we have 2 Abrades.
Yeah. And there's Bedevil. Well, that's going to feel rough for them. Should we show them the broken thing we're about to do? Oh, yeah.
And we're going to start copying Glorybringers.
Chandra for mana into a Glorybringer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's party time now. No, we don't want to. Well,
yeah.
We that's the way we have to
got treasures.
do it. Auto pay.
Does this feel a little gross? Let's get into that exertion.
Next to attackers. Exert. And we're bringing you 2.
Yep.
Party time. All the value.
9 mana.
All the value.
Turn 5. There we go. There's the unlicensed Hearse as a 3. Nope, it's just a 2/2.
Yep.
Well, they can make it a 3/3 after blocks. 4/4 after blocks. And get our token. But we get a Sorin. Exile your own graveyard, you coward.
Yep.
And Chandra's pretty close to just going off here.
Let's see. Yep, we need that for the mana now.
Yeah. If we want a Sorin here, yeah.
Of course we do.
It also is kind of fun because now they're going to focus on Glorybringer and we still have Bloodtithe and Sorin and
Yep.
Chandra.
We make yet another blocker because Chandra is very close to ulting.
Yeah.
They have so many fucking problems to deal with right now.
That's basically 4 bombs sitting on the field with some cleanup in the form of Hive still and Den.
Yep.
And a Bloodtithe they don't even know about that can copy off Kiki to go nuts. That's a lot.
Yep. It's a damn mess.
Olivander, if you win this one, hats off to you because I've never seen somebody come back from this.
Crewing up.
We'll jump that all day.
All day.
We'd like to go to 19. Alright, so Hearst has put in a little work here. We make the Kiki for sure, because otherwise you have to sack it as an enchantment later. Sorin, right?
Yeah, Sorin.
Alright, they're trying to clean things up.
I guess we should probably just kill that.
Yeah, if we don't kill the Kiki, they go nuts sometimes.
Yeah, all they gotta do is top deck fucking Bloodtithe. Back in business. None of these lands fucking attack. That's cool. Do they have graveyard stuff that we care about? No, they don't.
I'm still probably just blowing the load on the board, because unless they go land meat hook, we don't care, right?
Yeah, they might do that kind of shit, though. Having blockers for this seems legit to protect Chandra.
Yeah. I mean, we can still just get there on the back of Chandra and Manlands, and that's... yeah.
Invoke Despair. I just don't agree with that in this deck.
Seen it in a few lists. Yeah, I don't like it.
The problem with Invoke Despair is that you kind of have to line up a perfect turn for it, or you've got to just do it over and over and over. You're not going to do it over and over and over with this deck.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye Glorybringer. Goodbye opponent's Chandra.
Can't crew the hearse yet. Chandra plus for us.
Let's see what we get.
Oh shit, we should have played the land.
No, because we might... Oh, yeah.
For Lily.
True. Deal damage. True. All right.
Den?
Yes.
That way we can do... Oh, no, we just have lethal with Den swinging. That's 8 points, right? Because we exile our Glorybringer?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, they can exile our Glorybringer.
Oh, okay. So we throw one at the Chandra.
Yep.
Fine. Fucking hearse. Look at it doing some work, right?
Kind of, sort of. Dun, 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 dun.
Might as well get... Oh, never mind.
Yep, give up.
It is a lot to try to deal with all at once.
And then we had more creature lands and...
Top 250.
Yep.
After a quick 4-0.
Another mirror match goes down.
3-0 on mirrors for the day.
Blossom Prancer. Alright. What the fuck does that do? It's a lot of text. Look at the top 5 cards. One of them, put it in your hand, rest on the bottom. If you didn't... That's interesting.
It was excellent in draft. I played the shit out of those in draft.
I mean, that's... almost a Thragtusk. I don't know if Thragtusk would be good enough anymore anyway. Didn't we get a card in the new set that's like an almost a Thragtusk card as well?
Yes, although if we're referring to new set, we're not...
Capenna?
Yeah, Capenna, not Baldur's Gate from Hell.
That doesn't count. That's like an alchemy set.
Yeah. SAKITA, this is a mainstay player. They are almost certainly still on Priest Oven.
They're so close. So close. Well, that's a great hand.
Yeah. This game one's always rough. It's Priest Oven almost certainly. That's what I see over and over again for this.
We got a reasonable hand against that kind of deck.
Priest Oven it is. Time to curve them. Glorybringer.
I like Shatterskull smashing against that deck.
We're probably going to end up with land for that, for Glory, but yeah.
We'll see. We got a Fable.
We do have a Fable.
And we got more cards coming off the top of the deck. Yeah, you're going to block, aren't you?
Probably. They tend to.
Blah, blah, blah.
Over Fable. Over the Fable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's grab this right now. We already have the land.
Oh, true.
We already have the land, and
the
we
other
want to
land.
start getting at their. We want to start getting at their graveyard.
Sure. There's the devil that has to die, and there's the Chandra that
There's
kills
the thing that kills it.
Okay, if there's ever a day to steal game one against Oven, it's this. It's curve 'em hard, with a lot of pressure. Which this.
It always feels great when you randomly get a game one.
Especially when you curve like this. Like, we're going to get to Glorybring next turn, and they're sitting at almost dead.
They have a lot of problems right now. A lot of fucking problems. And they are a synergy deck, so, like, one card isn't going to fix this.
Yeah. Even Cats and Ovens isn't enough to get through this. It's enough to buy on the turn. But,
okay.
Yep. Didn't even have to show the Glorybringer. Love it.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Back to this shit.
Thoughtseize, not great here.
Oh, God, no.
This is not great here. Kroxa is not great. Meathook's amazing. That's maybe good enough, we'll see.
It's good enough because of Witch's Oven, and you just need more ways
K-Command is just fine. This is all just fine. So, let's see, what do we get?
Scroll
7
on
damn
over.
cards. VC. Liliana, Abrade, Anger, Bone Crusher, probably Glorybringer. We just took that out. I want these, I want this, I want this. Okay, so we're gonna have to take some shit out. Additionally, what's it gonna be?
I don't know that we want Lily in this matchup. It's pretty high up there.
Yep. I just threw it in because it's good. Let's see. We're gonna be on the draw. I'm in favor of dropping 2 Fables.
Yes. They're not at their prime here, but Devil probably goes in over 1 Fable because it hits Mayhem Devil and Witch's Oven.
Yeah. Yep.
And Obnixilis if we need it.
Certain cards that just have to die.
And that's the name of the game with this deck anyway. Some shit just has to die.
Murderer! In fact, I want to take out the last one and throw in one go blank.
Interesting.
So we got our 25 lands, right? We're on the draw, so we kind of have 26 and a half lands on the draw,
Sure.
as compared to the play. And this isn't its main function of comboing with Harvester is not as important here.
Sure.
Other than that, it just sort of filters our deck. But now our deck is full of shit that we want.
Yeah, it's a question of go blank versus first Fable versus first and only Duress.
Mm-hmm. Also, the tokens line up really poorly with Hidetsugu.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I think I go back and forth on go blank versus Duress in this scenario, just because the Duress has played key roles for me in the past, and exiling their graveyard is sometimes I don't know. It's back and forth on the relevance of that. Lack of black. Blackout lands.
Yeah. That'll do.
Well, that'll do, yeah.
That'll do just fine. Alright, what are we tossing? I think we can toss the Hearse or the Trespasser.
It's probably Hurston and Berate and keep the Anger and the Trespasser, as much as I hate to fuck with the curve of this.
I do want to keep the lands for sure. Yeah.
Just go for the high impact cards.
Or we could just toss this and stick with our removal stuff.
It makes me really concerned about an Obnixilis if we go that route. Having no pressure to put up against an Obnixilis is
Yeah, that's
real
fair.
rough.
That's fair.
We could dump the Anger maybe because it doesn't play well with Trespasser and focus on curve concerns.
Yeah, but they'll have answers.
Okay.
Anger of the Gods will help us catch up, and we're gonna need to fucking do that with a hand like this.
Well, at least they didn't start off with Thoughtseize. That would have felt real damning. What I'm really hoping is they play no Witch's Ovens and we get into a spot where they
Just play all 4 cats into our Anger.
Right? And then a Mayhem Devil, just cuss. Deadly Dispute, EOT? Maybe. They're so debating it. They're like, oh.
Should I?
Yeah,
Do it.
They're going to do it.
Do it, you pussy.
Yep. You got that cat. Land Unlucky Witness Obnixilis, please no. Obnixilis is by far the scariest thing in this matchup.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's fine. We just
Boop and boop. Because we're going to need that for the doubles.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Throw the game down, switch it, and reverse it.
All right. Trespasser, get the kitty.
Meow. Fuck you.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. Bow down, flip it, and reverse it. Go blank us again. I durs ya.
Spend 2 cards to kill... Oh, you fucker.
Well,
In a way, spend 2 cards to kill it.
basically filter a shitload of stuff is what they've done there.
Yeah.
They'll have another Deadly Dispute, but...
Seems likely. Or maybe an oven.
Right. Can I exile your own shit? Nope. Village Rights. Or Deadly Dispute. Village Rights. Alright, play that Mayhem Devil. You're not Mayhem Devil. Play 2 more. I think we're just keeping here.
Oh, yeah. Do nothing. And it's nighttime.
For a mold of 5 and getting go blanked, I still feel like we've got...
We're in this game.
Yeah.
We're definitely in this game. If we top deck a Hidetsugu, oh my, that'd be so good. Well, that's fine too. I'm totally cool with it. Oh, it's getting better.
Anger.
You have no sack outlet. You have no sack outlet.
I mean, they've got Village Rights, but we don't care. We're still angering here.
Oh, yeah, we're angering for sure. Yeah, it's Village Rights or it's nothing. Yes!
That's how you catch up.
Okay, I think we have unmulliganed. By the time we K-command something, we will have unmulliganed.
We still have Graveyard Trespasser in our grave.
We sure do.
That's nice. So they're going into Gigantha World.
Yep.
Just us against Gigantha, baby. Part of me was debating whether to blow up the artifact so that they couldn't necessarily Gigantha.
Oh.
That felt real aggressive,
No.
because then all they need is a land off the top, right?
Right. And I think it's just make them discard and grab our thing back.
Yeah, let's just get some value.
Discard a card, return creature. There's the creature. There's the player.
Let's target ourselves. Grab it back, throw it back.
Cycle K command for nothing.
Right?
Okay. Okay. Hey, it's still nighttime. That's not bad.
Any two will do.
Yep.
Claims? Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Sometimes they play Chandra. Why not? Do you have your fourth claim, third claim, whatever the claim, something, anything?
Okay, Bloodtithe, that's not bad.
Is this a fatal push scenario, maybe?
It's a nothing scenario. Ooh!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blow the whole board.
Well, I think attack first. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe do it at a discount. Who knows?
That's true.
Maybe they don't block. Even better. For some reason, when it's on the Graveyard Glutton side, I read it as being Graveyard Gluten-free.
Enough with the gluten.
I don't know why. Graveyard Gluten.
Not about this gluten life.
All right, you gonna block? No, you're not, because you're a coward. You're afraid of a Bone Crusher. Ooh. All right.
I see your game, you rogue.
Fine, I'll just do it for 2. No, I'll do it for everything. Don't care.
Long hair, don't care. Here we go.
Yep. Somehow we get censored.
The final massacre.
You never know what people play in these decks. Maybe they've got some kind of pump thing. Who knows?
Right. There goes the claim that they decided not to use because they didn't have a sack outlet.
Feels good.
That's great.
Look at all those lands we have that attack. I guess they've got the same number.
Yeah, we can go back and forth on that, but it'll take up their entire turn, and we'll still have 2 mana left over when we
When
do
our
it.
goblins start trading, we're going to trade up.
Yeah, there's that. Fuck it, let's play. Let's go play in the dumpster juice together. I think we still play that out, right?
Yeah.
We just want to be able to cast more and more things while we swing.
And we know they have mind rots, and
Yeah.
it's not like we're going to use it for its ability unless we have a shitload of extra mana.
Which we're not, because if we do, we just want to keep activating more of these things. Joke's on you, we're into this shit.
Okay. Put that on red side. Do we have enough yet? Or black side, whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think we have to hold back here, don't we?
I think we do. Unfortunately.
It's a rough position. We're just enough behind on life here. That's a rough position.
Once we get one more land, though, we can start attacking again.
True.
Or we could draw action, which would be better.
True. Going for the hive. The heavy. The heavy hop. The heavy hop, and then don't stop the rock.
There it is.
Okay. Witness me, blood bag.
And I think we got to make our hive so that they can't bone crush it. Oh, fuck you.
So, real close to dead now. That's why that card is so scary.
Uh-huh.
What can we do? I mean, they just go ++.
Yep, we're gonna take 4.
For those out there playing Cat, Priest, Oven, whatever the fuck, there's only 2 of the Up Next list in most of your sideboards. There should be 4. It is a really, really good card in about 4 matchups, and every time I see it, I just audibly go, oh fuck.
Tell me there's a creature. There is.
There's 2, and it's nighttime. So we
Lovely.
can do that and smack, and we'll gain life when their shit dies to block. So
Yep.
we're still technically in it, barely.
That is the name of the game with this deck.
Yeah.
Still in it, barely.
Gotta be done.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Everything swings in? No.
No,
We have to
leave
leave
this
one
back.
Yeah.
And we go for the copy, ladies and gentlemen.
Because we know what we're doing.
And we go for the copy. And this forces at least 1 block.
There we go. We're not
And
dead
there's the
yet.
life gain that we need.
We're not dead yet.
Oh, but they can kill us if they activate their den because we just don't have enough creatures.
Meat hook triggers on stack death. Yeah. Well, we
Maybe
needed,
they'll fuck up.
we needed them to not see it. But this is a solid player. I've played against SAKITA 3 or 4 times now.
Well, I'm a solid player and I fuck up all the time.
There's that. Actually, they can activate Hive and get the same result.
Shh, don't tell them.
I know they're sniping the stream.
Oh, well now you're just showing off.
Right.
Alright.
Showing off hard with your 4th claim the firstborn. 4 for 4 on those, baby.
Okay, on the play.
Does anything change?
I am kind of curious about Liliana in this matchup, actually. It's such a fucking grind fest. I think we do want it.
Okay. Go blank goes out, in my opinion.
Probably.
Too many scenarios where we go into top deck mode, and so do they.
We're on the play. Well, keep in mind, knocking out their graveyard's pretty good, but yeah, I think it's that.
I like where this is. Every card is very potent here.
It's all looking good.
Yeah, the question on the Fable again was like, you see how hard we can flood, and Fable helps mitigate that, but I still think we can't afford it with Hidetsugu. That Nanbo is real bad.
Flooding's usually okay, as long as we got the shit to do and we're doing it on time. Keep in mind, that was a mull to 5.
True.
That was a mull to 5 that we almost got out of.
Yeah. We'll keep that.
We will not be mulliganing this hand.
This has the spice. This is the Dune hand. Really, the only question we have with this hand is whether or not we hold for Hidetsugu, and it depends on how fast they come out of the gates.
Yep.
I'm holding for Hidetsugu already.
Hold! Well, we don't have to now.
Oh yeah, now we don't have to. Fuck it.
Well, we could just roll it this way
We could.
so that we get to just keep having stuff untapped, but I like pressuring.
Yeah, even if Hidetsugu takes a blood token, I'm fine
That's
with that.
perfectly acceptable.
Especially when we get to smack a 3/3 into him and put pressure on him, so up next list doesn't become a problem at any point, which is a big deal for this matchup as well.
Also, it's unlikely we're going to Hidetsugu on turn 3. I mean, if they show us,
We're
for
gonna
example,
Hidetsugu.
that,
Play Unlucky Witness. Play
do
it.
it, please.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
This is still fuck your tempo dot scenario.
Taste it.
Learn it, love it, take it. Hidetsugu. I almost bought the other version of that card. I'm probably gonna do it.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's a flip card, so there's like a fancy version.
There's a fancy version. I'm going to get the fancy version. I've been back and forth on it for weeks.
This version looks pretty cool.
It does. The fancy version's really funny though.
Some of them just are funny.
Well, they did a series of them where it was like Farewell March, the White March, and this where they did like some super anime Japanese stuff going on. Like Wandering Emperor has Uwu Girl mode now, which I bought, of course, because Uwu Emperor is hysterical to me.
I think I've seen that one, yeah. I might even have it.
Is fun.
If I have it, it's because it was a prize at some point. I have some alternate version of the Wandering Emperor.
And out goes the Graves. That feels good.
Alright, so this is pretty easy to do here.
Yeah.
Smash first, because who knows, maybe they'll kill it.
Smash or pass? Smash.
Okay.
There's the pressure.
And next turn, Hidetsugu becomes a creature. We are able to attack with Hive, and wow, what a mess for opponent.
If they go blank us here, I think we dump the Lily and we keep the land so that we can Hive, because that's 9 points of damage.
Probably.
Oh, they played Gigant. Wow. I think
Super fucked.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the most fucked you can get.
We'll go ahead and put that on red. Party time, excellent.
Take 10?
Seems good.
With Lily coming in hot, so if they play Gigantha, we can...
This is very close to unlosable now.
Yeah. I say, if they Gigantha, we Lily minus Smack and Graveyard Trespass Exiles 2, we hit for 6.
There's a lot of ways to win.
And that's
we
how
could just attack around it.
That's how you roast a fucking cat. Alright.
We are on a tear here.
That's a 5-0. A beautiful 5-0. And I think I am out of time.
Word. Anything we want to say about the deck?
That's the wrong one.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's what we just beat.
Fuck this deck is what I want to say about that deck. Fuck it right in the fucking ear. Okay, yeah, we gotta. This is not Rakdos Mid.
We gotta rename it.
Yeah, this is. There's nothing mid about this deck. This is Machine Head. $22, but not a comma. Boom. I don't know, man. Looks great.
It's hard to make adjustments when you 5-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 5-0 into the top 200. Yeah, it's Disco is still in style.
My win rate with you piloting is so good.
I was being kind of a smartass yesterday, but it does look that way today.
We're 8-0 with you piloting and 1-2 with me piloting, so credit where credit's due. Yeah. The adjustments to the deck also made a big difference. I think we shifted like 2 slots in the main, a couple slots in the board. The Lily was huge today.
Mm-hmm.
It made, like, the last game we didn't even get to play it, but it made that game unlosable in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, Lily's been a big deal. I played some games with Lily yesterday, and it was pretty damn good.
It feels so appropriate to have a Jund-like deck with a Lily of any kind in it, though. You know what I mean? I've missed it. I've missed it.
Well, yesterday, off the stream, I played a match in which I had Sorin, Chandra, Angrath, and Lily all in play at one point.
Jesus.
Because it was that kind of grind. Like, it was one of those, we have all of our stuff, both of us.
Nice.
It was fun. It was fun. I wound up ulting like 2 of those planeswalkers.
I'd say, in terms of slots on the side that are still kind of up for contention for me, is whether or not the second go blank is worthwhile. Is still a little bit back and forth for me.
It's very good against Gandalf. That's primarily why it's there. Fair. And we don't have a lot of action against Gandalf.
We haven't seen Gandalf in a minute, right?
No, but Gandalf's a fucking problem, and we got to respect it. It's also still good against the, what do you call it, the Greasefang decks, which I believe in respecting.
That's true.
And we've kind of watered down our hate for it. That doesn't do anything against them. This is good. This is good. This is good. I mean, this is great. These are great. This is good. This is good.
The Devil's fine.
This is fine. This is fine. So, I mean, there's plenty of action there.
Yeah, there's not as much in the sideboard for Greasefang anymore, but I haven't seen a good Greasefang list in a while. I've seen mediocre and okay ones, but Greasefang suffers from the issue of it can just not draw the combo.
Yeah, and people are pretty solid on fucking with graveyards. But again, kind of the point of this sideboard is there's, in pretty much every match, you're sideboarding at least 5 cards. Many times it's like 6, 8, 9 cards.
Yeah.
And the broad applicability of so many of these sideboard cards is what allows this deck to just really laser focus onto the kind of game it wants to play in games 2 and 3. And it's pretty common to lose. If you lose, you're going to probably lose game 1 a lot of times, but it's pretty typical to go to game 3 after losing game 1 and then win game 3.
Yeah, we've definitely had to play off the back end of this, and once the deck is shifted to where it needs to be, it crushes so hard.
When I win a game 1 in almost every matchup, I feel kind of unbeatable.
Yeah, because then you're like, even if I mold a 4 on game 2, we're going to game 3.
Right, it means like the deck can fuck me right in the mouth, you know, one of these games. And you know, we're all good as long as it's a decent draw in the next one. And on the play, you know.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
But so far, yeah, still wouldn't change a damn thing. It's looking good.
Yeah, we 5-0'd. Went from top 600 to top 200. I'm honestly, we'll see how next week feels and if there's any spice, but there's a part of me that wants to see if we can just get into the top 10 by XOing with this list long enough, because we've never really pushed for it before.
Yeah, the closest I got was 33. That's my personal best so far.
Yeah, and I've honestly pretty much every time in the past I've gotten in, back in the day it was getting the top 1200, so I'd hit around 600. I'm like, that's fine, I'll play a match a day, win it, and just stay here, and that'll deal with the decay rate of the algorithm. And that's all I wanted, was like, just queuing. I don't give a shit about number 1, but you can't really sit in the top 250. You're going to decay out fast.
You know, I've been so close to number 1 enough times that I want to get it. I want to get it just to get it one time.
Just to take a screenshot.
Right, man. Throw it up on the socials so that like a small handful of people will be like, oh, damn, and everybody else is going to be like, fuck you. I don't know what that is, but you're a nerd.
Yeah, and a certain number of people are like, you had a lot of free time this month now, didn't we? But
not really.
No, we're just
You don't need that much time if you keep fucking winning. And I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if you can just XO like crazy, then you're right.
Once we get to know, it'll be the biggest panty dropper in the universe.
It always is. It's what they all look for. You put that on your Tinder account.
No, it wouldn't work. Like the fine nerd honeys are all playing D&D these days.
That's true. That has taken off. Of course, it's gotten more bougie now for the D&D crowd.
I know.
Like, it's turned into this thing where Saturday brunch is now a D&D event.
That's cool, though.
I love that it is.
That's cool.
I love that it is. I haven't gotten back in and played any D&D in a while, but...
Nor have I brunched in a while.
No. But Darth Zero's about to be here, so...
Darth Zero's about to be here, yeah. That may call for it. There's not... Do you know of a decent brunch place around here, though? Because I fucking don't.
There's one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's exactly one that I've heard of, and it does bottomless mimosas, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah, you need that.
Right, which is what we had to find. I'll have to ask the gal, Sharpie Marker, and she knows of the spot. I've heard tales of the spot. I've never been to the spot.
Okay.
But yeah, I've heard it's really good.
I've checked out a couple of brunch places in town here, and usually like it's just like 100% meat.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, like I like meat, but goddamn, for brunch I want more than that.
I'm not looking to get meat sweats at 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like brunch is like having 4 light meals in a row as you drink enough to give yourself a hangover
Breakfast
on Monday.
Bar, North CR.
North CR, breakfast. I have not heard of Breakfast Bar. I'm intrigued.
That's supposed to be a really solid spot. I heard there's a bit of a weight issue if you're not careful, though, so you got to pick your times wisely, because a lot of people like this spot.
Oh, yeah. Sunday, everyone gets out of Jesus school or whatever.
Just got to beat the Jesus people.
Right.
That's the key. Yeah, Sunday's probably better for the brunch. If you do it Saturday, you're competing with everybody at all hours of brunch.
Well, but then it's like the heathens.
True.
You know, because the Jesus people were like, we had to spend all this time talking to our imaginary friend, so, and all they gave us was a little bit of wafer and a cup of feel, maybe, if you're young enough looking. And they got to, like, give themselves, like, a nice, fight Jesus people for food. But they got to reward themselves or something.
Right.
You know, versus Saturday, I don't know what they're doing.
Probably wishing they were
protesting basic rights.
Right. Pick a clinic.
Pick a clinic. They're still open on Mustafar.
Yes. Right.
Where is it? This one?
Yep, right there.
Yeah, all right. Catch you later. Abortions for everyone. Abort the world.